Hello and welcome to week 11 of Operation Crafty Capers and the start of our summer play scheme. So today you're going to have your craft, a game and a little quiz. So I hope you enjoy it. This week, as it's summer, our theme has changed from last week, which was, what was it? Animals, I think. I'll need to double check on that one. And so we've moved from that theme to our summer theme, which imaginatively is called Summer. Who knew? So that's what we're going to be doing for the next 5 weeks, summer-based things. So this week we are going to be making ice cream cones, one for you and one for a friend. Or as we say in Aberdeen, a cappy. Do you want a cappy? Aye, nae bother I'll hain. And if you put a flake in it, it's a 99, but Abdi kens that. So I'll just pop them to the side. What you're going to need this week from your kit, which you don't usually have, is a ruler, your colouring pens, your scissors, and your glue stick. Pop that to the side there. And you've got your little bag with all your little bits and pieces in it. It's going to be a bit fiddly finding your sequins. So what I found is that if you take your little paper plate and then take out the bigger pieces and then tip it out onto your plate, and then you can take the bits back that you don't need. That was the easiest thing I found, because it was awful fiddly trying to find all the bits and pieces. So I'll move that away. Move this up here. So you've got your little pom-pom, your sequins, your 2 paper plates, and your sheet of A4 paper. So we'll start with the paper. What we're going to do is fold it in half and then cut it. Like so. And then we don't actually need this bit, so we'll put it to the side. Don't throw it away because it might come in handy. And then we take the A5 bit that we're left with and fold that in half. Yeah, just checking. There we go, so cut that in half there. And then you're left with 2 A6 pieces of paper. So if you get a pen from your pack, I've went for black, because we're going to have the lines of the waffle cone, and so they're usually like black or brown, so you can do black or brown, but if you want to do any other colour, it's up to you. Let's pop that down there. Then get your ruler, and what we're going to do is put the ruler in the bottom corner of the bit of paper and then find the middle at the top and draw a line all the way down, and then we move the ruler to the other bottom corner and match it up with the line that we've done at the top and do another line. Now, even though it's summer, I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but it's absolutely pouring of rain just now. So you'll hear the cars splashing their tyres as they go past. Now, you've got 2 choices open to you next. You can either use your ruler to draw the lines of the waffle cone, or you can draw them freehand. I've done this one with the ruler and this one freehand, just to let you see the difference. There's not much difference. It's just a case of deciding where you want to put your line and then committing to it and drawing the line straight, not little bits going across at a time where you get a squiggly line. So for this one, I'm going to stick with the ruler, and I'll just start drawing lines diagonally down our triangle by moving the ruler at small intervals along the paper. So we've got a stripy, a bit like a candy cane at the moment. And then what we'll need to do is turn the paper around, get the ruler, and do the lines the opposite way so they crisscross. So I'll just start in this corner and get those going across this way. And remember, you don't have to use your ruler for this bit, but I'm just doing it to let you see what it looks like. So we'll get a few more in there. Hopefully we get the nicer weather that we can have a nice cappy. So that's what that looks like there. And then we'll just get our other piece of paper. So again, we're putting the ruler into the bottom corner of the paper and then looking for the middle at the top and drawing a line down. And then we move the ruler into the other bottom corner, move it so it matches up with the line that we've just drawn, and take that line down to that corner. So you've got your triangle. And I'll just put that ruler there. I'll do this one freehand just to let you see. So we'll just do diagonal lines all the way down the triangle till we get to the bottom corner, all the way like that, and then we move it round and do the line starting from the top and working our way across so we get a crisscross, or what's known as a lattice effect. And we'll go there. And that is your two cones. So we'll just pop them to the top there. And then get one of your paper plates. You'll all have different colours of paper plates because it was just what was in the multi-pack that I had. So this one could be blackcurrant, or what else could be bubblegum, or it could be, I don't know, it could be some random new flavour that's just been coloured purple. Interesting, I'll need to think on that one. Now, I don't know if you've noticed from the videos, but I'm left-handed and most of you will be right-handed. So it'll be slightly different when you're looking at where I start on the page from where you start. So if we imagine that your paper plate is a clock face, and if you imagine where 4 o'clock is, I'm going to try and do it right-handed for you. So imagine where 4 o'clock is, put your pen there, and then we're going to draw following, there's little sort of grooves on the paper plate. So we're going to follow the grooves without drawing on them. So we're starting at 4 and we'll go round and we're working our way round to 8 o'clock. So it's a bit like a sort of rainbow or an arch or an arc. And then at the bottom it's going to have frills. So start at 4 o'clock and do little circles without completing them. and then they're going to join on to each other. So it's like W's but back to front, all the way round to 8 o'clock, like that. And then carefully take your sequins and pom-pom off of your other plate, and we're going to do the same. So we'll start at 4 o'clock, draw our curvy line round the edge where the grooves are to 8 o'clock, and then we'll do our back to front W frills all the way around to 8 o'clock, like that. Just pop the pen lid on so it doesn't dry out, and then we get to cut everything out. So take your time cutting out. It's mostly, well, this one's straight lines, but your paper plate will be curved. So take your time with the curved, and with the cone part, you're just cutting the edges off so you end up with your triangle. Don't cut the lines on the inside, you want to be left with that. So again, just cut the outside edges off that don't have any drawings on them, like so. So you have your triangle cone. Pop them to the side, and then you're going to cut out your paper plate. Now take your time with the frills. I'll pause the video here and I'll see you back in a minute. Just coming up to the end of that one. Pop that away. And I hope you're remembering to put all your bits and pieces in the recycling and things and not leave them lying about when you've finished your craft. So that's everything cut out. So you've got your 2 ice cream flavours, mint chocolate chip, yum yum. And we still haven't decided if this one's just going to be black currant. Then we've got our waffle cones, and we've also got our pom-pom cherry, and our sequins are going to be our sprinkles on the cone, and it can be called sprinkles, hundreds and thousands, or as we call them in Aberdeen, hunners and thousands. So get your glue, and we're going to start with the waffle cone. So at the top edge of the cone, so that's the top, we're going to put a big blob of glue across there, and then the same on the other one, like so. Then we're going to take our ice cream and stick that down onto the cone. Just give it a good press down so that it sticks like that, and there's your cones. Now we'll take our glue again, and what we're going to do this time is just put a big huge dollop of glue all over our ice cream, like so. And it doesn't really matter about this because it'll dry clear and you won't even know it's there, but by doing the whole thing it gives you more options where to put your sequins for your hunners and thousands, like that. And I'll just leave the lid off just now in case I need more. So I'm going to start with my pom-pom, and my mint chocolate chip is going to get my cherry pom-pom. So I'll just stick that to the top there. And then your sprinkles are going to be random. It doesn't matter where you put them, if there's the same colour beside each other, if there's colours that don't match on the colour wheel. It doesn't matter, because when you put the sprinkles onto your cone at home, it's completely random, so we'll do the same. Now if you get your sequin and you feel it, you'll feel that one side's got a slight dip and the other side has got a curved edge. So if you take your sequin and you've got the flat that curves up and stick that side to your cone, you'll get a better stick. If you try to stick it with sort of curved up the way, you're just going to have the outside edges sticking, not the whole part of the sequin, and that'll be difficult to stick. So just feel that you've got the really flat part of the sequin and stick that down onto your ice cream. Ooh, and make sure you don't have glue stuck to your fingers, or your sequin's going to like your finger more than the paper plate. And then we'll just take random sequins. Oh, yeah, got glue on my fingers. And stick them all over our ice cream cones. They really love sticking to the glue on your fingers. So just pop them all over. You don't have to use all the sequins that were in your pack. You can save them up and see if we need them for something else later on. It's up to you how much sprinkles you want on your cone. So we'll just pop them on there. And a question. Last week I asked how you were getting on with the seeds that I gave you in pack 1. And I'm just wondering if you've been watching the whole video and seeing the jokes at the end of the videos. They're really, really cheesy jokes, but hopefully they'll give you a bit of a laugh and you can remember them and have a joke to tell someone else when you see them. They're really cheesy, so that makes them really easy to remember. I can't believe I've still got so much glue on my finger. I'm going to get a bit more glue and try and persuade my sequins to stick on the plate rather than on my finger. Oh. There we go. How many more will I put on? I'll put one more on, and I'll keep those sequins for something else later on. So we've got our bit of brown paper that was spare, and we've got some sequins that are spare. We'll have a think what we can do with those at another time. So we didn't need any more glue, so I'll just pop that on there, and that is your ice cream cones. One for you, one for a friend. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Now normally I would natter on about something random and then say goodbye, but next we've got our game. So bear with me. After this part of the video you'll see the pictures for how to on making your ice cream cones, and then you'll have your game. So see you in a bit. Hello, back again, and here we are with our game. Now, because we're sort of still in lockdown, but not completely, because we're getting to go out places more and more, these games are, if it's a rainy day in the summer holidays like today, or you just don't want to go out or something. So this game's an inside game, and it's a memory game. So you'll need a tray, like you have if you had your supper on your lap, which I don't have. I just had to use the lid of a box, a tea towel, and 10 objects from around the house. And what we're going to be doing is, if I move the tea towel away, we'll have 10 random objects from around the house. And you get 20 seconds to memorise what's on your tray. And then someone will cover them up again. Oh, stop moving. Cover them up again. Take one of the objects away. And then reveal it, and you've got to figure out what item is missing. And you only get 20 seconds to reply. So this game, it's up to you. It might be boring for you, or it might be interesting to try and improve your memory a bit, so you can keep going as many times as you want to do it. You could even be cruel and change some of the objects out, so just when you think you know what the objects are, they've all changed again. And that's all there is to it. It's a really basic game for getting started, but we'll have other games in the coming weeks that will hopefully be a bit more interesting for you. So if you are wondering, it was the tea light that I took away from the board. So that's that. After this part, you're going to have your quiz, and I'll put the answers to the quiz in next week's video. But don't go Googling them all, see if you know the answers already. You can also use them to test other people to see if they know the answers to the quiz, and pass the memory game on for them to play as well. You could even do a video chat with someone, and you could each have a tray with items on it and test each other to see who can remember the most. You could even be cruel and take 2 or 3 objects off the tray to see if they can remember 3 objects that are missing. Or even make a story with the objects that are on. So one day, a bunny was hopping along and he met a random puffy llama dude. And so they got talking, like, yeah, let's go for ice cream. Love ice cream, yeah, let's go. And then all of a sudden, the child appears. He doesn't say much, he just sort of goes and looks very cute all the time. So like, do you want ice cream? He's like, what is ice cream? I don't know, but I would like to eat this bird. And the bird's like, no, don't eat it. And, okay, fair enough. It. The bird. That wasn't very nice, but hey ho. We'll follow it up with an apple. Very hungry child. And I'll leave it there because I don't think he's going to eat any of the other stuff that are on the tray. And Rabbit's getting a bit concerned of what's going on. So we'll leave it there. But you could make up a story with your objects and see what you come up with. So we'll leave it for this week, and I'll see you next week in week 12. Take care and stay safe. Bye just now.